Hey, everybody. How's everybody out there doing today? It's Saturday, March 26th, 2022. Hope everybody out there is doing well. We got a lot of stuff going on this live. We've got a couple of different winners, and we've got some important news to talk about. And then I've got news about myself I got to talk about some things that are coming up. And I might be away for a week or so, and we'll get all into that. So hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody can hear me. Give me a number one if you can hear me just fine. And just trying to, I've got a little message here on my thing that says, all right, so everybody can hear me. All right, so this thing was saying my mic wasn't on. But everybody's saying you got a number one, so that's a good thing. All right. Sorry about that, folks. I'm just getting an error message. I just want to make sure everything's working good here. All right, so let's see who's all here before we get going. I got Jan and JT. Thank you again for showing up. I really appreciate it. Mary Thompson, hello. Sandy Crabtree, how you doing? Pitbull, how are you? Sunset, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Iris, hearing, how are you doing? Nice to see you. The Celtic Pepper, Miss P Kitty 13, how are you? All right. Bernard, how you doing? All right, you can hear me. Good. Rakamas, good to see you. Oh, I just jumped. Let me back up here. Connie, nice to see you. Jeannie, good to see you too. Danielle, how you doing? Just going right down through. Carol Anderson, Trevor. Nadownley, Elkins, hello. How you doing? I hope I pronounced that correct. I'm not really good with names. I apologize. Trapper Bob, how you doing? All right, we're going to give this a few minutes. Let some more people jump in here. All right, like I was saying before, we've got a lot of stuff to cover on this. We've got two winners from this past week. We've got some really important information to cover with the food crisis and some of the cards we're being dealt right now, which, you know, folks, unfortunately, it is what it is. And, you know, sometimes it just gets overwhelming. You know, you just listen to these people and everything else. We also have the things that are going on with me that I want to talk about because it concerns with the channel. But it's not anything bad in a sense. It's just some things that I have to get taken care of, and we're going to take it from there. And I'll explain more of that later on in the live stream here. I also want to make sure that everybody is really staying ready. right. I'm just double checking here. I keep getting these error messages. It's really weird. I don't know what's going on. All right. And let's see here. Mimi to Costco. How are you? RCX. Nice to see you. KJ. All right. We're getting a lot of people that are flowing in now. We're going to get going here in just a brief second. Just double checking and making sure that this thing ain't going to go off on me. I've never had this happen before. I apologize, folks. Could be maybe the nice weather we're having down here. I don't know what's going on. Or maybe the Russians are trying to block me or something. Just kidding. Just kidding, YouTube. All right. I don't need to get blocked or anything here. All right. Vivian Wilson, nice to see you. Thank you for joining in today. All right, I think I've got everybody that's in here right now, and we're going to get going on this video real quick. All right, folks. Well, the cards that we have been dealt are really not really good cards. You feel like you're sitting at a poker table and you just put your chips in, hoping that you're going to get that one card or two cards that are going to win you the game, and it didn't happen that way. And there's just a lot of certain things that are going on. One thing we have to really realize is it's not whether we're going to have a food crisis. It's basically how large that crisis will be. You know what I'm saying? And when it's actually going to hit. Now, you did have the other day, you even had the president came out and he was even saying that there's going to be food shortages globally, but also in America. That should have been a wake-up call for a lot of people out there. There was a lot of things that he talked about in that meeting. Now, what I have to tell you is you have to make sure that you are basically realizing the fact that it is so important for people to be prepped and ready, especially coming into the fall of this year, into the next winter, because we have too many bad cards in the deck, if you really understand what I'm saying. We have fertilizer shortages. We have to have this year in America, just America, okay? We have to have one of the best yielding, producing harvests that we've ever had. Now, that's by far a crapshoot, if you want to put it that way, because think about it. We have to make sure that there's, we're going to be short on fertilizer. So whatever farmers don't get the fertilizer, their crop yield is already going to be 40% less. And we still have to figure out and deal with whatever is going to be coming weather-wise with the climate and everything else. We have droughts that have been going on. We have extreme weather events, flooding. We have extreme cold events. And, the weather this year has just been crazy. Even all the way down here into Florida. I mean, we've had some of the craziest weather for wintertime than you can imagine. Some days it can be 80 some odd degrees. And the next day, there for the longest time, I mean, we were having highs in the 50s with 20-mile-an-hour winds. So it felt like it was in the 30s and 40s. A lot of Florida was under freeze warnings and all this kind of stuff. I mean, I'm in Florida. It just doesn't happen. It's the Sunshine State. But this is the cards that we have been dealt. And we really have to really think about this. I mean, 2 weeks after Russia invaded Ukraine, the prices of the key agricultural products produced in that region have skyrocketed. Now we've shut off everything from the Russian side, but there's no farmers or anything in Ukraine that are planting right now because they're in war. So that's putting a huge strain on the European markets, which, our president said, like I did say, that he would, when he was talking with NATO, because he was over there, that we would help. And the issue I have with that is I don't want us to shoot ourselves in the foot and, help out everybody else. And we're taking away from what we're going to have in our own supplies. You have to look at this as we have probably a 90-day supply of a lot of foods in this country. Now, that's being said as far as what can supply to grocery stores without anything coming in. And I'm going to get to more on that in just a second, because there are some countries that are already starting to cut off what they are allowing to come out of their countries. And this is why it's so important. These cards that we have been dealt are not good cards, folks. And I want to make sure that the people of this community, the people that are watching this video, because I have a lot of people that watch the videos but haven't subscribed. And all I can say to you is thank you for watching my videos, but I really wish that you would hit the subscribe button, just on the fact that it is so important for you to have information and to have things and videos that you can fall back on if you have questions. And this is such a great community that these people will help you out. So I put a plea out there to all you people out there that are watching that haven't subscribed to this channel yet. Yes, we are growing. This past week, we did break over 8,000 subscribers, which is great. I believe that a lot of people are starting to wake up to the fact that there is something wrong in this world. There's something wrong in this country. And people are searching out information on what they can do to be prepared for their families. So if you're watching this and if you like what you see, if you've gone in and you've watched some of the videos and you've liked those, please do me a favor. Just hit the subscribe button. It helps the channel out. It helps me out. It helps me do the giveaways and everything else that I've been able to do. And I try to return back to you guys whatever I get, because we're all in this together. And this is probably one of the best channels. I mean, the people and the comments that are placed on a lot of the videos and stuff are just incredible. But back to what I was talking about. The biggest problem is wheat. It's a pantry staple, okay? I mean, you have to have wheat. All right, supplies from Russia and Ukraine, which together account for almost 30% of the global trade market. Now, I've already talked about this in videos and everything else, and I think I might have listed, on last week's live stream also. But they're at risk now because they're taking 30% out of the whole equation, which is a very bad card. The global wheat prices hit an all-time high earlier this week, when all that really, I mean, it's just really bad, folks. Another major problem that we have, which I've mentioned, is access to fertilizer. Yes, the government has tried to start beefing up and getting people, companies to produce more, but this is a time-consuming process, and it's not something that can just like flip a switch and, oh, you got another 100 tons of this stuff. It doesn't work that way. These companies either have to expand their plants, build new plants, or whatever they have to do to try to make sure that we're doing it all here. And it all falls back on my huge thing that I'm really big on is if we make the stuff in America, we wouldn't be in this boat. If we would go back to making things in this country, we would not be in this boat we are in right now. And it is taking on water. I have mentioned that before. All right. We just don't have access to the fertilizer that we need that can be affordable for the farmers. Because, like I've said in some of my other videos, if the farmers decide that they want to buy the fertilizer, which means they're going to charge more for their harvest, which means we're going to pay more at the stores. It's all a ripple effect. It all starts at the top and ripples down through, I mean, it's just what it is. And it's essential for farmers to hit their productions this year and their target crops. I mean, it is just that is the huge, huge thing for this year, folks. It's never been more expensive for fertilizer than it is right now. And a lot of farmers are feeling a crunch. And, the exports from Russia are at a halt. There's nothing coming out of Russia right now, period. End of conversation. It's done. And Lord only knows whenever that may reopen. And in my opinion, we should build our own companies here to make our own so we don't care. Right? I mean, I'm a big advocate on making things in this country and stop importing everything that we have to survive on a daily basis. The output in Europe has also plunged, thanks to the surging prices of natural gas. Natural gas is the key ingredient to making your nitrogen based fertilizers. All right, so you need that natural gas. In a lot of countries, that price has spiked, and which is putting the whole global market in restraints. This The situation basically is, I mean, it's ringing alarm bells all over the globe. All right. I mean, every country right now is like freaking out, folks. They don't know what to do. They don't know what their plan of action is going to be. They're looking, the cost of corn, soybeans, and vegetable oils have been jumping. I mean, they've been just going up and up and up. Many of the countries are fearing the shortages and are already turning inward, which means they're not exporting. All right. Which could ultimately leave less food for those that are really in need. There are a lot of countries that rely on a lot of the other bigger countries to help them out with their food crisis that they already have, like Africa. And, I mean, it's just a bad game of cards. And sometimes you wish you could just fold and go on to the next round and hopefully get some new cards dealt. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury right now. Now, I want to talk about a couple of countries here. Egypt just banned the export of wheat, flour, lentils, and beans amid the growing concerns over the food reserves in the Arab world's most populous state. And then you have Indonesia has also tightened export restrictions on palm oil. Now, a lot of you people out there may not know, but palm oil is in a lot of things. All right. It's in a component in most cooking oil, and it's also in cosmetics and a lot of packaged goods like chocolates and those type of things. Indonesia is really the world's top producer of the palm oil, and that's where palm oil really comes from, is Indonesia. A lot of the Western countries with more agricultural access, like us, maybe England and those type of areas, we're going to be all hurt by this too. It's all going to affect everybody. I mean, even the president even said it the other day. And now I'm not pushing Biden. I'm not pushing anything. I'm just telling you what he said. All right. Consumers have, they have already been, you know, we're hitting with the high prices. Let's just face it, folks. I mean, you go to the store now and you're spending an extra $100 right now a week, not to mention the extra gas that it's costing you to go to those stores. And, the higher the gas prices, now you're factoring in the fact that, okay, how far do I have to drive to the stores? How far, is it home? How many stores do I have to go to? Because not only are you paying more in the grocery store, but you're paying more just to get to the grocery store. And the situation is posed to deteriorate further. I mean, it's I hate to be the bearer of bad news here, folks, but the outlook on this isn't good, especially coming into fall and winter of this year. And that is going to be a very trying time for a lot of people in this world. The number of people on the edge of famine right now has jumped to 44 million people from 27 million in 2019. So, what am I really trying to get at here is why it is so important for all of you to sit back and really take a good look at what you have, what you need, what is important, and what isn't, and how you can plan and put a good solid royal flush in your hand so that you will be prepared when the shit hits the fan. Let's just face it, folks. A lot of people, I've got a lot of comments and stuff on quite a few videos over the last couple of weeks. And there's a lot of people that are in denial. They don't think that there's anything wrong. They don't see any shortages in their area. They don't see any of this kind of stuff. So they don't believe that anything's happening. Which, I mean, if you don't have shortages in your own area, then, that's a great thing. But it's only a matter of time, folks. All right. With the way we're going, it's only a matter of time until something is really, really drastically going to happen. And if you are not prepared, if you're not ready, if you haven't been putting away some type of a reserve stockpile of food and supplies, you're going to be hurting. I have a video coming out. There'll be a video coming out tomorrow, my standard video. And then on Monday, I have one coming out on a really good way that a lot of people can just go out and start prepping right now and make it very easy. Now, I did my $5 video on, how you can go out and you take $5 a week and everything else. This one here is more based towards people that maybe have the money right now and how you can get started doing this. All right. There are quite a few people that are the beginners. There's a lot of people in here that are experienced, have been prepping for years and years. I have both. All right. It may say survival preparedness for beginners, but that's the name of the channel. All right. We're discussing for everybody, every prepper that's out there. That's who we're basically gathering information for. And we lean off of a lot of these senior preppers that post some amazing comments and everything else on the videos, which will help all you beginning preppers out even more than I do, because you're getting more one-on-one with them. Whereas with me, sometimes it's very difficult. I have a job, I work all week long, and it's very difficult for me to get on and answer a lot of the questions and everything else. I try to do my best. As the channel's growing, it's getting more difficult to go through everything. So what I'm going to probably be doing is the first hour to 2 hours after a video is posted, I'm going to try to make sure that I respond to those questions or answers or whatever you may have for me. But after that, I have to move on because I'm getting, the channel's growing, and there's a lot involved. But you can always feel free to email me anytime you want to. Email me your questions or whatever. I will return them. All right. And that's it. Survival Preparedness 69 at gmail.com. And it's in the description below. But if you have something you want to throw out there, or maybe you're not a member of this channel, you haven't subscribed yet, but you still have a question or two, feel free to email me. Just send me an email. If if you don't want to put it on the channel, or you don't want to subscribe or whatever, you can always send it to me in email, and I'll do my best to get back to you in a timely manner, because I feel that this is very important. These cards that we have been dealt, folks, they're very scary cards. We have a lot of money that's at stake here. All the money that you do have in your bank accounts, your savings accounts, your 401ks, your IRAs, and everything else. If this baby goes down and everything starts going south, you're going to start losing a lot of your money. Yes, there are FDICs, and you have all this kind of different things and everything else, but will you be able to access that money if something really bad does happen and the markets all take a turn? A lot of people believe that the great reset is rolling in as we are speaking, slowly but surely, underneath the cover of darkness. Now, they have also been talking about, with this whole Charlie Victor 19 thing, it's another little offspring has sprung, if you get what I'm saying. And now they're talking, oh, well, it can blow up here. And I was reading an article today that the Northeast will be the first one that's hit and everything else. And it's like, okay, well, how do they know that? All right. I like to ask questions. How do they know that the Northeast is going to be first hit, and it's going to be the worst in the Northeast? Are they planting it there? I don't know. You tell me. My thing is, you got to look at where a lot of these people are coming from. I would think Florida would be right up there, just because of all the tourists that are here. We have hundreds of thousands of people that fly into the Orlando airport every day. All right. And they're from all over the world because they reopened everything back up. So they're from all over the world. So I don't know. Timbuktu, Vermont compared to Orlando, Florida. Where's your money at, folks? I'll tell you where my money is. It's Orlando, Florida. But I don't know. You just think that you would have more people coming into an area, but supposedly these people, quote, know what they're doing. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. But we just need to make sure that we're prepared. Everybody needs to be doing whatever you can to make sure that you are prepared, because the food shortage thing towards the end of this year is going to be really nasty. I really do believe. I talk about that tomorrow in my video that comes out at 1:00 tomorrow. My standard Sunday video that I've been doing now for I don't know how many weeks. And it's just amazing. I'm still talking about this. People are still sending me pictures, because I get people, they tell me, well, I don't see it here, I don't see it there. And it's like, well, I'm posting pictures that I've been sent. And this one doesn't have as many pictures in it, but I put what pictures I did have in the video. But the moral of the story is, folks, we have to be prepared. Your time is running out very quickly. It's going to come to the point where you're not going to be able to prepare because you're not going to be able to afford the products. And that is going to be a very hard situation if you can't put food on the table for you and your family. Now, I'm not trying to say here, I'm not trying to scare tactic anybody or anything else. I've been accused of that over the last 2 weeks. All right. I'm trying to bring you information and I'm trying to make sure that you are informed and I tell you what you need to be doing. I'm not trying to tell you this stuff because it's not true. I'm telling you the truth. If I tell you it's my opinion, I state it's my opinion. I want you to be aware so that you and your family will be safe. That's the whole reason I'm sitting here doing this live stream, these videos. It's why I put all the time and effort into making what I do, is because I literally care about each and every one of you, and even all the people that haven't subscribed to this channel. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this channel. Yes, it'd be nice if you subscribed, but that is your choice. On another note, let's talk about what's going on with me right now. This coming week, I have to have surgery. I'm having surgery on Thursday. So next Saturday, we will not be having a live stream. I apologize for that, but I'm having a lot of teeth work done. I'm having implants and stuff put in and everything else. And when we meet again, excuse me, I'm sorry. When we meet again, I might have a little lisp. I got to get used to talking with all these new teeth and everything else. Um, so may sound a little funny. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I have a huge surgery coming up on Thursday, and I'm going to be out. I'm going to try to make sure that I do have some videos that will be coming out for the following week. I'm hoping to return by the following Saturday. If not, I will put a message in the community tab so that everybody will know what is going on. This is something that's been, working for a long time. I've never really had good experiences with dentists, and I have paid the price for that. And I believe also as a prepper, you need to make sure that you are taking care of your health and doing whatever that you need to be doing to make sure that you stay in shape and you stay at top of your game. So this is another step that I'm doing. I'm getting a lot of this dental work and everything done. And this way here, um, I can go back to eating a lot of the things that I like to eat, and I don't have any problems. Dental problems and an SHTF situation would not be a very pleasant experience, if you get what I'm saying. So I could just urge everybody out there, if you do have any type of health issues, make sure you're staying on top of them. You're doing what the doctors has told you to do. If you do have any type of dental problems, if you have anything, you need to reach out to the proper health authorities and make sure that you're getting those things taken care of before anything bad does happen. Because the last thing you want to be doing is, excuse me, one second. So the last thing that you want to be doing in an SHTF situation, a survival situation, an emergency situation of any kind, is being trying to deal with any type of health issue that you could have prevented if you would have just taken care of it from the get-go. So my thought is that it is very important for you all to be doing that. On top of you doing your prepping and everything else, because you need to take care of yourselves also. You need to make sure that you are physically fit to take care of your family. That is your number one goal, correct? And so next Saturday's live stream, there won't be one. If I can do an extra video or something, maybe this weekend, I'll play a video at 6 o'clock, maybe next Saturday, in place of the live stream. Because I'm not going to be up to probably talking too much for a few days. I could be out of work for about a week, so it's extreme surgery, and but I also will try to make sure that I do have some videos coming out. There may be some short videos, but this way here, there'll be something for you all to gain maybe some knowledge from and to see my lovely face. Hey, I had to throw something in there. I mean, come on. But anyways, all right, let me jump over here to the chat and see who's all here. I see there's a lot of people in here now. I had to put my glasses on. Sorry, folks. Those are just for readers. Actually, these are my good glasses. Yeah, it's been like one thing after the other. My good glasses dropped and broke last Monday when I was at work. So I couldn't see anything. So I had to order new glasses through my eye doctor. And these are the $5 pair that they told me to buy at Walmart to get me through until my glasses come in, which hopefully will be this week. They put a rush on them. So we'll see what happens. But that's something else. Like if you wear glasses and stuff and their prescription, you need to find out what strength. Like if you're going to go to Walmart and buy them, like these are a +2. Okay. So I only need mine for reading. Like I can't see the chat. I can see some names and stuff, but I can't really read what's going on there. But I can read far away. But what you really need to do is ask your eye doctor what prescription, if you had to buy a pair, should you use, like for a backup? And then buy yourself an couple extra pairs of the backup. I mean, you get them for $5 at Walmart. So if something happened, you broke your regular glasses and it was a emergency situation, a SHTF or whatever, you have an extra pair that are going to be somewhat doable as long as they're reading glasses. Now, some people need, all this different things. I don't know if you're going to be able to get those at Walmart. These are just your standard $5.98 readers. All right, let me jump over here. I'm going to start right at the bottom. Trent McCurry, how you doing? Terabilla 3, how are you? Blessed GMA. Let me scroll back up now. Wyoming Adventures, nice to see you. Debbie Dew, how are you? Pepper Days, how's it going? Sunset. AK Slam Fire, how are you? John Graves. Thank you, everybody, for your prayers and everything else. I'll take whatever I can get. I'm not looking forward to this surgery at all. All right, we're scrolling right up through here. Blessed GMA. Ronnie Braun, how are you? Sorry, my thing keeps jumping on me here. So I'm just trying to get up through here. Make sure that I've acknowledged. Melody Owen, how are you? Dwayne, KJ, I think I've got you. All right. Bush Doctor Survival. All right, let me scroll down through here now. I think I've got everybody that's in here right now. If you got any questions or anything, you want to put them in the large caps, and this way they'll pop out. Prepper Days, MacDill Air Force Base, Tampa. Dwayne, subscribed. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Dwayne. Prepper Book Club, how are you? How you doing? Yeah, I see JT through your channel up there. That's pretty good. I'm glad to see that you're here. KJ, we are going to move to Maine. Maine is beautiful. I mean, hope you like lobster because you can get it. Well, you used to be able to get it really cheap up there. I love Maine. Maine is gorgeous. AK Slamfire did a little shopping today, and crap's going up daily. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, that's why I try to press the time. Your time is of the essence right now. I mean, you're running out of time. A lot of people are going to be priced out of doing any type of prepping. They're going to be able to, if they're lucky, afford to put that meal on the table for their family, and that's going to be it. Between the gas, the electrical prices are going to be going up because it's only a matter of time because most electrical plants are either heated by oil, coal, or nuclear. All right, depending on where you live, you know. So I mean, your time is limited, folks. The Celtic Prepper, you're just speaking the truth, brother. That's all I'm doing. I'm not up here, like I said before, I'm not up here to fearmonger. I'm not up here to um, try to scare people or anything else. I try to tell you what's going on, and I want to always try to tell you what to do so you can avoid the situation. Melody Owen, nah, not scare tactics, just info to wake people up and take a look around them and prepare. Exactly. Um, that's what needs to happen. And I think more and more people are starting to wake up to that fact, Melody. I really do. I think that that is something that's really taken place all across this world we live in. We have people on here from London, Australia, the Philippines, Jamaica, Canada, all over the place. And people are starting to really realize the fact that, things aren't looking too good no matter where you live. All right. I'm just looking for some comments. Bless GMA. Shame on our government for what they are trying to do to our beautiful country. We know God is in control. Yes. Jan, you make a good point. Chicken wire makes an excellent fish trap too. Yeah, you can do a lot with chicken wire. Prepper Days. Yes, I know you've been around for a long time on my channel. There's quite a few of you that are on here that have been around, and I appreciate your support. It's our news and officials that do the fear factoring. Yeah, Rakamas, I totally agree. Millie, I hope you recover quickly. I'm hoping I can recover as quick as possible and get back to doing what I do. Um, like I said, it might sound a little different, you know, but hey, it is what it is. I got to get through it, and we're gonna keep pressing forward, folks. I'm not gonna let off. Deborah, Deborah Do, God be with you, bro. I subscribed on the first video I watched. Thank you. A lot of people, thank you very much for all your kind words and things of prayers and speedy recovery and everything else. I appreciate that. AK Slamfire. I haven't been to the dentist since I went and they wanted $10,000 worth of crap when all I wanted was a tooth pulled. got me some dental pliers now. I know the feeling. I've had so many bad experiences, and I haven't been to the dentist in, oh, probably 8 years or longer, 9 years. And, you know, Prepper Book Club, there's no time for prosecution. Yep, exactly. Yes, JT, yes. I'm looking forward to the after. I'm not looking forward to the surgery. I'm looking forward to the end product, which will take me probably 3 or 4 months to achieve. Um, but that's what I'm striving for, and that's what I'm looking forward to. John Graves, oh, you just got dental insurance. All right, there you go. Staying on top of your dental care is something it's so very important, and I think even more important if it comes into a SHTF situation, survival situation, whatever situation it could be, because you don't know what it is you're going to probably have to try to eat or what you're going to have to eat. It's not like you're going to be going to a store and picking out whatever you want. You're going to have to eat whatever you find if you don't have supplies. So that could, not having good teeth could really hinder yourself in a survival situation on living. Put it blank. Probably I've yeah, I know. My parents have gone through that. Both my parents had dentures and everything else. So I know kind of like what to expect and everything. It's just the other part of it that I'm not thrilled about, but Mrs. P. Kitty 13th says, as long as you can still make the sound after a see you on the flip side, it's all good. Laugh out loud. I'll do my best to get that in for you. The little, that's what you're looking for, right? I'll do my best. I hope it doesn't affect that. I wouldn't think it should, but time will tell, I guess. If not, I'll have to record myself so I can put myself into every video doing that just for you. Beth Highfill, how you doing? Hope all goes well with your recovery. I'm a new subscriber and thank you for your videos. Well, thank you for being here and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Share them if you've got friends and family or whatever else. Share the information. We have to get this information out. It's very important. I just jumped again. Left. Dang Aspen Dental. I'm not going to Aspen Dental. I've got a local dentist that came very highly recommended, and the guy's good. And if he wasn't, he wouldn't be touching me. Trust me. Yes, gas is here. Well, one station that's down about 3 miles down the road is 3.99. Right down the street, there's two. There's one on this corner here that's 3.95. One on this corner here that's 4.05. And there's nobody at this one. Everybody's here. So, you know, it's just it's really amazing, folks, how if the price of oil goes up, the prices jump like that overnight, right? And then when the prices go down, like I mean, they dipped way down. They've come back up some, but when they went down, the prices don't drop. These oil companies are just raping us for all the money they can, and it's ridiculous. If they're going to adjust it that quick when it goes up, they should adjust it that quick when it goes down. Plain and simple. But then they always tell you, well, it's what's in the tanks, you know. Um, there's a radio show host down here, and he calls it uh, uh, beating the truck, because you're beating the truck, the delivery truck, to the gas station to get the cheapest price. Because once he gets there, as soon as he starts pumping, the price goes up. Because a lot of your stations now, the stations don't control the price anymore. The Wawa that I deliver to on my route, she has no control over the price pumps at all, as far as whatever the price is. It's all done by corporate. It's all linked in. They're all digital. Even the signs out front and everything else. She doesn't do anything. She'll have people come in and say, "Jesus, the price just jumped 20 some odd cents," and she's like, "There's nothing. It's not me. It's corporate. So corporate is raising the prices. So it's just one of those things." Oh, root canals. Yeah. No, I don't do those. No, thank you. 9 around Birmingham, but the gas stations to my house are 409 and has been like that for the past 2 weeks. Makes me wonder. Yeah, I mean, they're still just taking the money from you. You got to figure. eh, All right, so that's a 10-cent difference. All right, so if they're getting 10 cents per gallon for every gallon they're selling to everybody that's coming into that station, it adds up quick, folks. you know? All right, so it's 5:51, so we are going to announce our first winner. And I didn't see him on. Is he on? Bob R, are you on today? Did I see you in here? Frank B, how you doing? I'm just scrolling back up through, folks. I'm seeing if Bob was in here. Jim Clark, how you doing? Oh, can I use a 55-gallon water barrel for the inside of my house and let it store for water to be used for a later date? I don't see why you couldn't, Jim. I mean, if it's a clean barrel and you can put water in it, if you want to put it inside your home, you could do that. I don't see what the problem would be. Um, just make sure that if you have to, you have some way to sanitize that water, or you have some way to treat the water. If it's going to be in there for a very long period of time, I would suggest maybe changing it out yearly, if you are able to do that. But I don't see what that would hurt. All right, I didn't see Bob in here. All right, so on the first video, and Bob is winning the pair of flashlights that are being given away. And it was what's behind the coming food shortages. This was from last week. And Bob was the winner. And his comment was, "I think you are a very informative site. Great job." And Bob, so you are the winner. I will be commenting on your post since you're not in here. And I just need you to email me your address and I will ship that through Amazon right to your house. Now, the second one is, now I have a generator that generates these winners. I don't just randomly pick the winners. It's a computer generated random picker is what it's called. I got it. A lot of you people know who Alaskan Prepper is, AP. When I started doing my live streams and stuff, I asked him how he did it. And when I was doing my giveaways, so he sent me the site and everything. And I use the same one that he does. So the second video was on understanding Best By dates and what they mean. And the winner of that one, and I saw this person in here, I hope you're still here, was the Celtic Prepper. He says, "I store sugar, flour, and canned chicken the most. I've used tomato soup 2 years past the Best By date. It was just fine." So we have Bob R and the Celtic Prepper, are you still in here? I see you right there. Congratulations. And you are winning the Sawyer with the 1 gallon pouch. Comes with the Sawyer Mini, comes with the cleaning tool, the whole 9 yards. It's a whole kit. You're winning that. So I just need you to also email me your address. And that is at survivalpreparedness69@gmail.com. And I will get those mailed out to you as soon as I receive your information. This way here, you have the products. You will be prepared in some way, shape, or form. And there's this. Okay, so the sultry pepper is still in here. But once again, I just want to remind everybody. I'll put my glasses back on. I think we got some more people jumping in, it looks like. Jim Clark, Connie. Probably because I didn't have my glasses on, everything looks blurry. Gene, nice to see you. Congratulations, Bob. All right. So once again, folks, just to recap a little bit of this video and some of the things that have taken place, the cards we're being dealt are very bad cards. The fact of the matter is, in this last 4 minutes of this video, the fact of the matter is you need to be prepping as much as you can. I have a great video that's coming out on Monday on that very topic to help everybody out. Like I said, it could help out the beginning preppers. It may even help out maybe some of the experienced preppers. Who knows? We have a mix of both in this channel. We have a really good group. We have a great community, and I really appreciate everything that you all do for this community, for my channel, for your channel. It's ours. All right. And we keep it that way. I mean, people, yes, like I was talking about, yes, they watch and they haven't subscribed, and they'll get there. The more information that they receive from us on this channel, and if they would really come in, if you haven't subscribed, if you really go in and start watching some of the videos and you see a lot of the comments and everything else, you're going to see that people help each other out, and that's what we're all about here. We really don't get into the real deep stuff of some of these channels where it's quote the complete end of the world and you're going to die tomorrow. You're not going to find that here. I may tell you bad news. All right. I may tell you bad news, but I'm also going to give you a reason, and I'm going to tell you how you can survive that bad news. I'll never leave you hanging. I'll never do that to you. Funny thing is, real quick here, I had a comment the other day and somebody told me it was clickbait. Oh, you're just doing clickbait. You didn't say anything about this or that or anything else. I told the person to go back in and watch the video again and listen this time. It just kind of, I got a chuckle out of it. It was like, I explained it to you. Did you not even watch the video? I don't know. I mean, you're going to get these people. I kind of just shrug a lot of this stuff off and I just keep going. Because, as I was told by Alaskan Prepper and Survival Living, because they're the two channels that really got me going and everything else. And after talking to them and everything, you're always going to have haters, no matter what you do. You could give a gold piece away to everybody out there, and somebody would complain because they didn't get two. And it's just a fact of the matter. The other thing that's going on that was in this live that we talked about was my surgery that's coming up this week, and how it's going to affect next live stream for next Saturday at 6 o'clock. There will not be one. If something happens and I can't do one the following Saturday, I will put something in the community tab, or if I can, maybe just do a small little quick video just to let everybody know that there will be no live stream on that following Saturday. But as of right now, it's just going to be next Saturdays. It's not going to be here. And then I'll be back. Like I did say, I'm going to have maybe a different voice for a little while until I learn how to speak with these things. And But rather than that, it is what it is. But I just wanted to be upfront with everybody. I didn't want to just leave everybody hanging. And so everybody knows what is going on with this channel, where I'll be, and everything. And I'm trying to make sure that you do have some content to watch. Like I did say, there may be some short videos and everything else, but sometimes in some of the short videos, you can pack a little bit of information in there so that everybody can learn a little something or open their eyes to a different situation or a different way of things being done. There's so many different ways of doing things. It is just amazing. It's all in practice. It's all in what you really want to try to do. Because sometimes, you get some a lot of people get set in their own little ways, but there's always ways to do things. There's always a different way, and I have learned that throughout my life. Sometimes it pays to listen to some of the older generation because they've been there, done that, and they've been through a lot. um, so you can learn a lot by just opening your ears and listening to stories, because in the end, life is really one big story. And it's up to you on how you want it to play out and what cards you want to play and how you want it to end. So until next time, folks, I'd like to thank you all for being here. I cherish all of you very much. I thank you for all that you do for this channel. I thank you for all the likes, the shares, subscribes, everything. And until a couple Saturdays from now, I guess, I'll catch you all. Don't forget the videos tomorrow and Monday. There's 2 important videos, but I'll catch you all on the flip side. That was for you, Mrs. P. Kitty 13. You all have a safe weekend.